Hello and welcome to the O Snap podcast, hosted by yours truly, the duo. For anyone new here, my name is Vincent.
And I'm Reese, and today we are going to bring you along our fully booked work weekend.
Oh snap!
What a weekend it was.
It was a jam-packed weekend filled with a lot of people.
If we seem exhausted, we are. But
Very exhausted, and our weekend didn't stop on Sunday.
no, we are exhausted, but we have so much to fill you in on. Vincent, would you like to begin with Friday?
Wow. Friday, let's see. Number one, we got all of our equipment prepared for a photography-only wedding.
Ooh.
For the very first time, Reese and I shot a wedding photography only. Back in December, we had shot a wedding for the very first time, video only with the both of us. I have shot in a wedding by myself, video only before, but last December was the first wedding where we both worked it and it was video only. And so on Friday, it was just photography only. And it was my first time working just a photography only. I loved it.
I loved it. I've had an assistant before, like a second shooter before with April, but this is the first time that I really had Vincent, where I knew he didn't have to worry about the video aspects and his stabilizer and the mics and the drone, and we just had each other. And I feel like it went so smoothly, and it was just so much fun.
I felt extremely relaxed.
I didn't.
And I never feel relaxed during weddings.
I'm never relaxed because I do photo every wedding. I never relaxed, but I do have to say it was very nice knowing that if something happened, there was another shooter that was capturing the same moment.
Different angles.
Yes. Yeah, so let's start with our day. We headed to Dana Point at 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
That's when our day started. And we got there, we technically began at 4:30, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep.
Got there at 4:30 and started with detail shots and bridal photos. Vincent, would you like to explain on that?
Yeah, we started out with the two rings, the bride's ring and the groom's ring, and it was at her friend's house. It was a beautiful house. The ground was like a hardwood kind of.
It was hardwood. It was a very light hardwood flooring.
And so we used the hardwood to our advantage, and we put the rings down and got some really good pictures next to the hardwood. We also bring like a material that we put the rings on as well. Mm-hmm. We got some really amazing detail shots. Mm-hmm. Oh, we also, for the first time, we put the ring in between the two heels that the bride was going to wear. And it made for, I think, one of our best detail shots ever.
So pretty.
Yeah.
It's already edited because we couldn't wait. So we started with that. We also did gown photos. We hung the gown or the wedding dress outside.
It's definitely more of a stressful point during the wedding day is the dress shots.
Yeah.
Because normally the dress is in some kind of plastic
guard
like
bag
thingy-majingy.
Sorry, I have to take this off.
Yeah, no, go for it.
So
and
hot.
we have to take it off to get the pictures of it, because obviously you're not going to take it with the plastic on it. And inside there, I think there definitely probably was a couple spots where we could have gotten pictures, but we just wanted to take it outside because we had saw a spot by the front door where we thought it would look really beautiful. So we took it outside. We hung it out on the what's that called? The rainwater
gutter.
The gutter.
Mm-hmm.
We hung it on the gutter, and it looks beautiful.
It did. I really love the shots you got of that.
Yeah.
For sure. What came next?
We arrived at, so after we were done with all the detail shots, we also got the bride and the bridesmaid shots, which turned out great. If you follow us on our Instagram, you saw all that. And then after that, we headed to the Dana Point Gazebo Park. That's where the wedding was held at. I personally have never been to the Gazebo Park before. We've actually stayed at the hotel 3 doors down from it.
We're down. It's like down.
It's like down. Like
so it's like on a cliff.
Yeah.
The gazebo's on a cliff, and it's so beautiful. It gave us Spanish vibes.
Oh yeah.
And also like Greece vibes.
Yeah.
The country Greece.
I loved it a lot. I thought it was a beautiful place to get married.
I agree.
Like, if any brides or groomsmen ever reach out to us and say we want to get married by the beach, but we can't find a place that's like within our price range or is available, I would recommend that spot.
Or they don't want to get in the sand.
Yeah. Nobody had to get in the sand of this.
It was a nice cliff.
But you still could have if you wanted to.
Yeah, you can go down, but it's also a good alternative if you want to see the water and you
Yeah.
want to have the sunset and all those things.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't want to like get your wedding dress in the sand.
Yeah.
It was just, honestly, in my opinion, one of the more gorgeous ceremony spots I think we've ever shot at.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
I mean, you can't have a reception there.
There was
but
only about 40 people total there.
Mhm.
Um,
You definitely have to have
so it
like a
wasn't
very
huge,
small.
Yeah, it wasn't a huge wedding at all. But it was, I would say, yeah, probably one of our
It was
most beautiful
just
weddings.
nice and
yeah.
intimate. I also
Yeah.
told Vincent it'd be a great spot for engagements,
Oh, yeah, 100%.
for proposals.
Yeah.
So beautiful. And then, how did the ceremony go?
I
Your
love the
first
ceremony.
photo only ceremony.
So we had gotten there and we had started to plan, okay, Reese is going to stand over there. I'm going to stand right here. She's going to get these shots. I'm going to get this shot.
We changed
So-
that like 4 times.
We did. And so Reese was obviously going to be, this is the main photographer. So she was standing right where the bride and her dad
Mhm.
were going to walk down. And she was going to get those shots. Super important. My job was to get the groom's reaction. So I got a
Mhm.
couple of the bride and her dad walking down the aisle. Then I flipped really fast, got a couple of the groom, ran up to the front on the left side, up because I had to get the bride and her dad walking up to the groom. But I got a couple shots of him smiling. The officiant was smiling. The bridesmaids, the
Groomsmen.
groomsmen, they all were smiling, and it made for great photos.
I have to say, I have to give you some props. You listened to exactly what I needed from you
Hmm.
and executed it perfectly.
There you go.
Perfectly, because I did want some shots from where his like perspective was, where he was standing. I wanted a few, not a lot, just a few shots of her walking down the aisle with her dad. My main thing for a second shooter during a ceremony is the groom's reaction. It's the number one thing I want.
I know. I guess they should invent that where it's a camera with 2 different lenses, so that
So I can shoot back
so
there
you can
and
get-
up here.
yeah.
Yeah.
because not everyone has a second shooter.
It's the number one thing I always tell April. Please just get the groom's reaction. And so that's exactly what I needed him to do. He was able to run around, get everything so beautifully that when I looked at the photos the next day, I was like, yes.
That was the most stressful part of it,
Yes.
but that was probably about 20 seconds,
Mhm.
and the rest was smooth sailing from there.
The only hiccup I feel like we had during the day was our bride and groom chose 6:00 for their ceremony time
Yeah.
purposefully so that by the time photos came around, it would be sunset and they would get beautiful sunset beach husband and wife photos.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was complete cloud coverage.
That's not our fault. I mean, look,
It's nobody's fault.
No, it's nobody's fault. Everybody does their best to try to plan it accordingly to, get the sunset if they want the sunset. But, and for one thing I want to say to brides and grooms, never, ever, and anybody in general, listen to Apple Weather. Apple Weather is out to get you. They will lie to you. It'll say that it is perfectly sunny out and it's going to be 79 degrees, which is perfect. And it's raining or it's cloud coverage and a nice 63 degrees.
That's what happened to
it
us
lies.
the entire day. The entire day it was saying cloudy, sun at 3. And then it would be 3 and it would be cloudy. And I'd go back and it'd say cloudy, sun at 4. And it did that all the way until the sun set. And it just kept like changing it, like pushing it an hour, pushing it in an hour.
Never listen. I think the Weather Channel is definitely more accurate.
However, we did have like a slight sliver of a sunset beneath the clouds. And it turned out beautiful. So the bride was happy, the groom's happy. Once it's actually the day of and you're in it and everything, all the details of everything kind of just goes out the window. Was the bride upset that she didn't get a sunset? Yeah, I'm sure she was, but you just live in the moment. So it's okay. After the ceremony, we did family photos. which went by really quickly, actually.
Oh yeah, super fast.
So quick. I think it was the quickest we've ever gotten through family photos. And then we started on their husband and wife photos, which went perfectly.
Oh yeah, they went really good.
Went really, really, really well. And
we got a good amount of behind the scenes too.
We looked at the time, and we had until 7:45 to get the family photos and the bride and groom photos done. And I think it was like 7:20 when we finished, and there was no sunset coming. So
we ended up getting to the reception at like 7:40.
Yeah. So it worked out beautifully, and their reception, our time there was from 8 to 9:30, but we did get there at 7:45. We did have to park a little farther away, so it worked out, and it was at a restaurant, and it was so cool.
I think it was last week or the week before we had talked about weddings, and we had said that we hope that, if we work past a certain amount of hours during a wedding that we get fed. We got fed. It was so good. What'd you get?
Enchiladas.
She got enchiladas. I got
carne asada.
Carne asada, but it came with like a sweet corn tamale, beans, rice.
Didn't yours come with enchilada too?
Cheese enchilada. We got hooked up at that wedding.
It was really bomb. I'm
yeah.
not gonna lie. And we got to sit with a table of their guests that were so beyond nice. And
we actually sat with the groom's mom.
Yeah, we sat with the groom's mom. And then the bride's cousin and her family. And it was just such a nice environment. I really, truly, personally have always thought that, like, when we get married, we're going to have, like, this, like, big wedding. And then the more weddings we work.
Our wedding is getting smaller and smaller by the day.
The more weddings we work, and just, like, being in that environment of, like, this, they had this, like, whole area of the restaurant closed off that were down these, like, steps. And just seeing all of their closest family and friends, their loved ones, in 10 tables total? Not, what did you say? 10? No, 1, 2, 3, 5 tables total? 4, 5?
Yeah, it was
tables.
No, it was 5. 1, 2.
There was one in the
3,
corner, one there.
4. Oh,
4 tables.
4 tables. Big
4 tables. 4 big tables, just full of like your closest people. And when I see that, and I see how intimate and just they got to talk to literally everybody there, and they didn't have to worry about, I think I want a small wedding.
I like that a lot.
We have like a lot of family members, but like,
yeah,
it was perfect. It was beautiful, and we were done at 9:30. Hold on, I forgot, Vincent. So sorry.
Yeah.
They did a first dance together with one of her best friends singing, which was beautiful in the restaurant. Then they did the cake cutting. And we ate, and we were like, okay, like, we're going to go packing up our stuff. And then all of a sudden, the bridesmaids start giving speeches.
Oh, yeah.
And we're like, oh, my God.
I'm glad we didn't go.
Well, thank God we didn't do videography for one, because they wouldn't have been mic'd.
Yeah.
And thank God we didn't leave like 5 minutes earlier, because we would have missed that.
Yeah.
And that's so special. So we did get speeches as well. And then we headed home. What did we eat on the way home?
So the bride wanted us to stay because we were supposed to. Everyone was supposed to get churros and like vanilla ice cream, which I love.
With caramel sauce.
But they ended up passing around the cake. We were busy taking pictures of the bridesmaids giving speeches and stuff, and the groom and the bride giving speeches. And so we didn't have any cake, but she told us to wait around for the churros. Churros never showed up like within the time that we were there. So we ended up stopping at Del Taco on the way home. There was one right around the corner. We both got strawberry shakes. I got an order of the mini churros and the mini donuts. They're the donut bites at Del Taco.
And that's what we ate all the way home.
It was solid. I loved it.
Got home and had to go to bed immediately because of
Saturday, we had a quince.
We had to prepare our equipment for a full service.
Yeah, so what I was
quince.
saying earlier about photography only and how I absolutely loved it, I didn't get to enjoy it after because the day right after I had video. So
I was on my own and Vincent was on his own.
That was good. And
we had a full service quince. This day started at 1:30.
We got to the house. We got dress detail shots. We got her putting the dress on.
putting on accessories, photos with her mom, and video.
Yep.
That went by pretty quickly.
Oh, yeah. We were only there probably about maybe
30 minutes.
About 30 minutes. And then after that, we had to head to the park where we were going to take all of the friend shots and the family shots and
the portraits of her. And boy, were there a lot of family photos, which we love.
Oh, yeah. We love it.
We love seeing people show up for their family.
And some of the family members are client of ours as well.
Yeah, it happens. And one of the girls that was there is dating a family member of the quince, and we did her quince in January.
Yeah.
So we just love when this happens.
Yeah.
We absolutely love this family. We've gotten to work with them a couple times, and we just get so excited when we get to work with them because it's just, it goes smoothly, you know?
Oh, yeah.
You know that it's going to be a good time, no issues. If you need anything, that they're there. And
so those family shots probably took about maybe an hour in total, right? Was it an hour?
An hour and a half.
An hour and a half, yeah.
Yeah, it took a good minute. Mom's side of the family, dad's side of the family. Photos of just her.
I'm gonna sit this down. I'm gonna lean forward.
Oh, okay. But it
went on a leather couch and I'm wearing denim with a button up.
You're hot.
So I'm a little hot. So I'm just gonna
lean
a little bit, get some
air.
Air.
So I would say it probably took about an hour and a half. We did some photos of her as well. And then we left the park and arrived at the venue at 5 and immediately started detail shots of the decorations, the decor.
We've never been to this venue before. It's in Ontario, right by the Marriott. It's called the
VIP room.
VIP lounge, VIP room. I loved it in there. I told Reese, I said, this would make for a great wedding reception spot.
It was
really I loved it. It was awesome in there. It had air conditioning, which I'm big on air conditioning, especially at a reception. That's one of the things about like outdoor receptions is it could be either too hot or either way too cold. This one was cool. They had lights. The DJ, really cool guy.
Hey, we're not there yet.
Oh, we're not there
yet?
It's
a part of this.
Oh.
But we know what's not in there is that their bathrooms were broken. So
is that why they had those?
Yeah, they were broken.
Oh, I didn't know
They're
that.
under construction right now. They're redoing them.
Oh.
So you just walked through the back door and they had these luxury like RV bathrooms. It was like an RV.
It was like
right?
when I had went to homecoming for the first time. That's what they had. It's pretty much like an RV, but
it's like
they had like made it to where it's bathrooms, like individual bathrooms. So you just walk up the steps and it's got, the toilet and the sink and all that stuff. It was nice.
Spotless, nice. There was even security.
Now, right when we first got there, I had to use the bathroom because I had drank a Coke Zero and some water beforehand. And so I got there and that was the first thing that I did. I don't know if I was the first person to use the bathroom, but I flushed the toilet and the lights flickered, the music stopped. And it scared me. And I was like, uh-oh, what'd I just do?
You shorted a fuse.
It's like, uh-oh, I just ruined the whole party. And then I turned on the sink and the same thing happened. And I was like, okay, so it must
it's
be,
just like, it just goes with the music. Like, the music stops when you flush or when
lights flicker.
Let me tell you though, those were the nicest bathrooms.
Oh yeah.
They were so nice. So it's really great that they had those.
Yeah.
Venue was gorgeous. And Vincent, if you want to talk about the DJ. So the DJ is always something that we like to do as soon as we get to the reception for either a quince or a wedding due to lasers.
Yeah, so that's in our contract.
And we're always nervous.
We still have to make a video or a episode about that, about our contract and stuff, because in our contract it actually talks about lasers and how lasers are always a big no-no when it comes to any kind of event whatsoever that have our cameras. We don't care if maybe later on after we're gone, if you want to turn the lasers on or...
We don't care what you do when we leave.
But we have a strict policy that no lasers can be out whatsoever because they turn our phones into paperweights. Or, yeah, our cameras into paperweights. So I talked to him about it. He said it was all cool. They weren't going to start lasers up until, I think, 10 o'clock. We were done at 8:30 or 9. So he was super cool. I will say that it's very rare that I meet somebody who has cooler hair than me.
He had really cool hair. The DJ had really cool hair.
I got complimented last night.
Okay, we're not there yet. Okay, we're not there yet.
She doesn't want
However,
to talk about that.
I did want to mention that the DJ was great.
Yeah, he's an awesome
The
dude.
owners were great. Everything was so great. The people who ran the reception they were top notch.
Yeah.
And on top of that, our clients were also top notch because they fed us as well.
Yes, sir.
We got birria.
And it was so good. We got the beans, we got the rice.
Good.
And I'll tell you
We got tortillas.
one awesome thing about being a vendor is that, and you're good with the clients, like you guys have like a good, relationship together, is they will tell you to go to the dessert table before anybody else.
Mm-hmm. And oh, did I.
Oh, yeah. So not only did we get fed, but we also got dessert too.
Yes. So for this reception, we did the dances of father, daughter, and mother, daughter. Then we did the cake cutting. Well, we didn't do cake cutting, huh?
No, we didn't.
She took a photo in front of the cake.
Yeah.
And then
she didn't. She said she didn't need a cake cutting.
Speeches. Dad gave a speech, and then she gave a speech thanking everyone for coming.
Ooh, yeah.
And then this is the first time we've run across this, so I thought that we should mention it.
First time for two things that happened.
I hope we're talking about the same thing.
The dances.
Oh, yes. Talk about that now.
We've captured a lot of people during first dances with their fathers, anybody. This is the first time that we had fog
on the dance floor.
It was fog on the dance floor. It was like clouds. Really cool, and it felt really nice too because it was ice cold. And we also had like the sparklers, like the ones that shoot out of a box, not like sparklers like you dangle around whatever, but like actually like pyrotechno.
Yeah.
What?
Pyrotechno.
Pyrotech.
No, it was so cool, and it was like it went off a couple times during the father-daughter dance and the mother-daughter dance. Made for some really good photos and looked really cool on video. That was a first.
It was awesome. I loved it. It came out. I already looked at it.
They're not called sparklers. What are they called? Are they called sparklers?
They're called the spark boxes.
It just
no
sparked
idea.
all the way to the ceiling.
Yeah.
It was so cool.
I loved it though.
However, something that we have done before at a quince, that's never been like an issue, which it wasn't this time either, but we'll explain, is we like to do it's a fast-paced song where the birthday girl, will run from table to table and take a photo with the entire table. You have to make it through all of the tables before the song is over. It's a great way so that you make sure you have a photo with everybody, and it's fun. It's like an activity.
So it's like a fast-paced song. So like,
and you just run. Not really run though. You just like okay.
It's like a fast walk.
Yes, she's in a quince dress, so you cannot run anyway. No. So our clients decided that they wanted this because they had seen us do it at a different quince that they were guests at. And so we went over to the DJ, and shockingly, he said that they've never had that happen before. Like nobody has ever done that at a quince or a wedding or anything that they do.
I think it's definitely more of a younger person thing to do and to ask for.
Yeah, I guess so.
I think it is.
He just had never done it, so he had to go ask the owner if it was okay. If
the
it
guy
was going to be like...
The guy was not old. The DJ was not old, but
but
I think that it was maybe just because we were a little bit younger. Did we get a message on?
How did we get a message on that?
Sorry, we're just going through.
So sorry.
I would just like to see what's this. Who is this? Sorry.
I don't know.
We got a text message on our MacBooks.
I'll figure it out.
But nobody has this. Nobody
has this. We've never gotten texted on our.
We get our messages through these things. Anyway, while Reese figures that out, we can go ahead and just go through a couple more things. That happened on... Sorry, guys. I'm just going to... No, you're good.
Oh, so yeah, he had to ask to make sure that it was not a liability. And once we did that, we were good to go.
Yeah, no, we went perfect. We got around to every table. He played a good song. She was able to get through it before the song was over. She was a bit tired because she did have to run inside of a quince dress. And by the way, speaking about a quince dress, I would just like to say... And she's the first one. When we first got to her house, she was already hot inside of the quince dress because it's a lot of material. It's a huge dress. And so I had told her, or Reese and I, we had told her that we had kind of come up with like an invention. Are we allowed to say the invention? Where
I figured it out, by the way.
Who was it?
It's a wedding client.
Oh, good.
I just don't know why they're messaging us on.
For which one? No, never mind.
We'll talk about it later.
Private information.
She just told us who she is. I'm just confused on why she's texting us on here.
Who is this?
Downtown Riverside photo only. July.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Anyway, our invention was to put a fan inside of the quince dress to keep everything nice and cool because it gets very hot in there, from what I've heard. So
it does. Sorry, guys. I swear. I'm now trying to work and do this at the same time.
But yeah, it worked out great. We ended our service at 8:00, and then afterward we ate. What did we eat afterward?
Jack in the Box.
Oh yeah, we went
shakes.
We went to the Jack in the Box. Something with shakes. We're on this kick right now where we want strawberry shakes. I don't know anything about it. I don't know. But we got that. That was good. And then we had Sunday. Sunday was an awesome day. It was a very special day. So Reese, her father, her brother, and two cousins.
My goddaughter,
and
my cousin,
all got baptized. All together, they all got baptized. We have some clips. I'm gonna put them right here.
It was very special.
Yeah.
My dad, my brother, and I did it at the same time, and then my cousin and my goddaughter did it at the same time too. It was really great.
It was awesome.
Very memorable.
It was at the Harvest Church.
Yeah. And it's been planned for a couple weeks, and it was really great.
Now, the reason I didn't get baptized is because I've already been baptized with my best friend Paul. There was not a couple years ago, but we were both, I think, like maybe 14 or 15, and we went to church, and they said, hey, we're going to do baptisms tonight. Do you guys want to do it? We said, heck yeah. And we both got it done that same night, and I loved it. So they hadn't gotten baptized, I think, since they were little babies.
I've never been baptized.
Oh, never been baptized.
Anthony hasn't either.
And then I think Dad, he hadn't been baptized since he was a little baby.
He was a little kid, so he said he didn't really understand the meaning of it, but I had never been baptized in either. I had my brother.
Yeah, but it was a special experience. Mm-hmm. I loved it a lot. It was awesome.
And I appreciate Vincent for all the photos and videos.
After that, we ended up going to Denny's. We got some lunch after.
Ooh,
nice.
If you guys haven't tried the new Denny's waffles, if you like sweet food, try it. It was incredible.
And then if you guys want a burger, don't get the American Slam burger. It was kind of suspect.
I don't think the potatoes were cooked.
No,
they were like raw.
It was advertised as like crunchy, crispy potatoes, and they were soggy. Anyway, after that, we were very exhausted. By the way, after that, we went home and we relaxed, and then we had our giveaway clients, their couple shoot. For those of you who don't know, we did a giveaway a couple of weeks ago for a couple shoot, and on Sunday we finally did it. That was the date that they picked. It was a sunset couple session, and they were the most awesomest. Is awesomest a word?
Sure, today it can be.
Today it is. They were the best clients that we've had
for this.
They were the best client.
They were perfect for our giveaway.
There we go. I'm not saying that they're the best.
No, but they were perfect for the giveaway.
They're the worst.
No.
They were awesome.
They were amazing. They were very sweet and they were so receptive and they did anything that we wanted them to try. And we've already started, a little editing.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll post a sneak peek today, Wednesday.
Yeah.
When this comes out.
Yeah. So normally we're the ones who get the content. Okay, so I've showed it on the podcast before, but I'll have my phone connected to my camera, and that's how I'm able to get content, and that's how we're able to share our behind the scenes and stuff and get awesome clips. This was the first time though that our clients wanted to take content of their own. They had a tripod with their phone on it.
I loved it.
It was the first time ever, and I liked it. I loved it. I thought it was awesome. I guess she had told you that
they said that they just wanted it for memories, and also since this was a giveaway, she also wanted to give us some promotion too.
There you go.
With
See,
it, so. Love them.
We talked about it in a previous episode, but it proves that we do have the best clients in the world. That they want to promote us and stuff, and they wanted to get cute behind the scenes of themselves. So we loved it. It was an awesome session. And we will be posting them very, very soon.
Maybe a sneak peek today. Because I already know which photo I want.
Yes, sir. Let's see. After that, what did we eat? Did we go to Sprouts?
I can't remember now.
I don't know what we got. We got something.
Wait, what did we eat? We got Mod.
Oh, we got Mod Pizza, which was awesome. And then here on Monday, I had a doctor's appointment.
And my dad had a doctor's appointment.
I am not the biggest fan of the doctors. Now, this was just for a appointment to get some, stuff out of my arm. BLOOD. Oof. They had to take samples so that they can do tests and everything, just a normal checkup and stuff. But I've broken my leg before. I've shattered I shattered my growth plate, my tibia and fibula, and I have 4 screws in my leg now. I'd much rather go through that than have to take blood. I don't like blood. I don't like needles. I don't like any of that. But yeah, so I got that done. It was easy. It took about 30 seconds. I got 4 tubes, and it went good. After that, we had Kayla's birthday.
Woo woo!
Whoop whoop! Happy birthday!
Happy birthday to my best friend.
For that, she wanted to celebrate in Downtown Disney.
Is her baby Sebastian's first time in Downtown Disney.
We haven't been to Downtown Disney in years. Way before
6 years ago, I think.
Yeah, at least 6 years.
Together.
And she wanted to try this place called Naples.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Pizzeria.
like Naples, Italy. So it was a pizzeria. It's all wood fired. And when we first got there, we had already eaten pizza the day before, and then we had Chipotle a couple hours before we left for Downtown Disney. So I thought that we were gonna feel pretty full. So when we first ordered, we ordered a margarita because we feel like personally wood-fired pizza should just be margarita pizza. It shouldn't be anything, too crazy for us personally. So we got the personal size. It was only 2 slices each. And we saw it and we went, whoa, we don't want that. Let's get the large. Well, they don't have like an in-between. So you either get the 2 slices each or you get 4 slices each. So you literally just double it. There needs to be one where it's like 3 slices each, I guess. But they didn't. So it's literally a full-size pizza, like a huge pizza, like for family. But I would say that it was the second best pizza compared to Tony's Pizza in San Francisco. That's our number one. We rarely ever get it because we're not in San Francisco that much. But when we are, we definitely make sure to hit up Tony's Pizza. They won so many awards on having the best pizza. And last time we were there, it was for our anniversary. And the guy gave us espresso martinis. It was awesome.
And guess what I got last night?
An espresso martini.
An espresso martini with Kayla. And it was just so nice. The lighting in there was just so pretty. And the bathrooms were like so nice.
We have some clips and we'll put them in right now. amazing.
Literally, I smell it.
So, yeah, we did that. After that,
We had to take Vincent to get his first ever, because he had never had, I don't know how. We had to take him to get his first
beignet.
beignet.
I've never
I
been
was gonna
more
call it a grape.
I've never been more confused about it. The description of it. They said it's bread, but it's also a croissant, but it's also a donut.
With powdered sugar on top. He was like, what?
I was confused. So we waited in the line. It wasn't too bad, and I thought it was awesome. It was good. It was really good. Now I will say though,
And the girl, of course, had to tell him how she loved his hair. I love your hair, by the way. He has good hair. You know who else had good hair yesterday? Me. It was curled. Don't worry. I told myself it looked good. I'm just kidding, everybody. I'm just kidding. We got 4 beignets.
she didn't let me eat any of the beignets after that.
Lies.
No, I'm
Okay,
just
Vincent,
kidding.
how did we like beignets?
I like the beignets. I thought they were really good. I was expecting them to be crunchy, like a slight crisp to them. They didn't have a crisp, but that's okay. They were still extremely good. One thing I will say, if you do go for the first time to eat beignets, wear white shoes. If you wear dark clothing or dark shoes, they will be white afterward. There is white powder substance everywhere outside of the building because of it. You literally have to eat it and you...
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere, but it was awesome. After that, we walked around to the different shops and stuff.
World of Disney.
To show Sebastian all of the different characters, the different stores, and the clothing stuff.
Guys, he was so
He loved it.
in awe of all the lights and
Yeah.
the colors, and they had balloons, and he was looking at those, and it was just so special.
I loved it. So we walked around in the Lego store. We wanted to build our own Legos, but that had closed by then, so we weren't able to do that.
Kayla actually did. They had like ones that you could just like pick through stuff. She did make one. She spent so much time on it. And the worker came up to us and he was like, do you guys need any help? And I asked him, I was like, do you guys have cameras? Like,
He was
for Legos?
talking though. He was talking to Reese and Kayla, like having a full blown conversation with them, but nobody was paying attention to him. He was standing there undoing all of
Kayla's
the
like-
work that she had just did, but nobody realized it.
we were like looking at him, talking to him, and asking him if they had like a camera Lego. And he was explaining it all to us. He walks away. Kayla looks down at where her Lego was and she goes, where'd my Lego go?
He had taken it
He
apart.
was just standing there taking it apart because they were about to close it. He
And
threw
there
it
are
back in the
tens
thing.
and of thousands of Lego pieces where we were at, so there was no way we were able to find
No.
any of the pieces that he had taken apart.
It's
So-
so funny though.
But after that, we had walked back to the car. It was good.
And right when we sat down, me and Kayla went, Vincent, can you take us to get a Diet Coke and an unsweet iced tea?
Yeah.
So he drove us there, and we didn't pull up to Kayla's house until...
By the way, first of all, I would just like to say something while we still have a little bit of time. Okay, I have gone to Downtown Disney before. I've paid the Downtown Disney parking prices before.
Oh, yes.
It was $20 when I went a couple years ago. That one, when I remember the $20, I think it was probably like, it was a while ago. It was,
Well, yeah, we haven't been in 6 years.
yeah, it was a long time.
Mhm.
It was $20. Okay, so last night I made sure I brought the ticket. We had gotten it validated.
At Naples.
Now, when I think of validation, I think you're good to go. You spent a
Mhm.
good amount of money on dinner. Don't worry about parking. We're glad that you're here. So I would think that the parking's free. So we wait in the line. The line takes forever, even though we had validation. I feel like we shouldn't have to wait in line if we have validation. But that's just me. So we get up to the thing, and the guy says, all right, your total is $10. I'm like, but we got it validated. He goes, well, your original total is $59. $59 for what? I didn't get valet. I didn't get any gas. I didn't get a car wash. They didn't check my tire pressure. They didn't do anything. I'm the one who did it. I parked in that one spot, first of all, far away. It wasn't like I parked first row right in front of the Downtown Disney thing. No, we had to walk like half a mile or so. And they wanted me to pay $59 if I didn't get it validated.
Yeah, can you imagine if we were like, dang, we forgot to get it validated. It's all right. We'll just pay the $20. And then we got to the car and it was $59.
You don't get. That's like the one thing I will say, and I don't mean to go on a rant. I love, whatever, but it's expensive. Doesn't matter who you are. That's expensive. $59 to park your car, and you get nothing for it. All you get is just a little parking spot.
It was crazy. But thank God we did get it validated. Vincent.
Sorry for the rant.
Can we go to Disneyland for our birthday?
Not for my birthday. No.
Well, for my birthday?
Possibly.
I'd really like to go to Disneyland for my birthday.
If it's on a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, it's a no.
My birthday's on like a Monday or Tuesday.
Perfection. Yeah, possibly. For my birthday, we are going to go camping.
Surprise, Dad.
Surprise. We just figured this out.
About 20 minutes ago.
Not 20 minutes ago. It was about an hour ago.
About an hour ago. So, Dad, that's what we're doing for Vincent's birthday.
Going camping. How about that?
Surprise.
Yeah. So that was it.
Just to quickly recap, we had a wedding on Friday, a quince on Saturday, a baptism of my own on Sunday, as well as the giveaway on Sunday. Then we got home, slept, and then celebrated Kayla's birthday at Downtown Disney until 12 o'clock. Midnight last night.
It was good. It was fun.
Got home and I got my nails done this morning.
It was an action-packed weekend. We like these weekends.
Oh, we're so blessed.
We're tired, though.
Yes.
Just like to take a quick nap. But, yeah.
Tired, but we're not just throwing in the towel. Because tonight, we're going to Taco Tuesday.
There you
with
go.
My aunt and uncle. So.
Now we have Reese's question of the day.
How do weekends like this make you feel? Like, do you have... After it's all said and done, like on Sunday night when we got home, did you sit back and like think of the weekend as a whole? And how does it make you feel compared to when we started our business?
Well, when we first started our business, I thought that we were going to sell out instantly that day. Those expectations were a little too high. But it made me feel extremely blessed to be able to have a packed weekend like that. Any weekend that we have to go and work, I love it. I know most people, they don't work on weekends. We do. And we love it because not only does it get us out there, when everything's happening, you have different markets that are going on the street, you have different events that are happening and stuff. We get to be a part of all of that. And we get to meet some really awesome people. And, we're able to make a living off of it as well. So I love it. I absolutely love busy weekends like that. Do I feel tired? Yeah, but do we get a lot of work done? A lot of content, a lot of relationship building and stuff? Heck yeah, I love it.
I love it because we get to do it together.
There you go.
Like a lot of people wouldn't want to work on a weekend, but like we're working together on the weekend. So like it's just more us time.
We work during the week inside of the office here. Mm-hmm. And then on the weekends, we're out and about.
Yep.
So
we wouldn't want it any other way.
Nope. It's awesome.
I agree.
So anything else you need to add before we wrap up? We're
what
about
a weekend.
40-ish minutes in.
I would say what a weekend.
What a weekend.
Yep. That's what I would say. I'm very thankful for all of the food that our clients fed us this weekend. I'm thankful for the pushes that we got this weekend from our family members. Just keep on going when we were really tired.
Keep on trucking.
And let's keep doing it.
Yeah. So,
and happy birthday, Kayla.
Happy birthday, Kayla. Yes. So, with that, if you've made it this far, about 40-ish minutes in, we want to thank you for watching. Mm-hmm. And if you're watching on YouTube and you're not already subscribed, make sure that you go and do that so that you can get updated right when we release a new episode, a wedding, a quince, anything. And if you're not already following us on social media, the @ is SNAPPDUO. That's on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Spotify, all of those things. So yeah, follow those to stay up to date on everything that we're doing.
And I'm also very sorry for being distracted through parts of this episode. We were doing our job.
That's all good. You get a pass.
Thank
So
you.
with that, we appreciate you. We thank you. We love you. And we will see you next week.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Bye.
Bye.